Hey, what's going on, everybody? Boilon here and back for an update on Marvel Strike Force. Boy, now we have level 100 live, but that's not even the problem. The problem is the events that are on right now, specifically the Blast Off to 100 event. It is garbage. The event conversion, energy to event currency conversion is god awful. We're going to be talking about that. We're also going to be talking about the data mines that has come out for Void Knight, as well as the poll for Alpha Flight. So these three things are on the topic of today's video. So if you're ready to go, let's boil this down. So let's just get the event stuff part out of the way. You were supposed to spend campaign energy to get Sentry credits. And it turns out, as of recording this video, and has been confirmed to me by Community Manager Archangel, that you're okay to spend your energy. But this is far less than what we should have got. If you guys watched my video, then you would have known that it was supposed to be around 6-1. It is 2-1. So what does that mean? Not only does that mean we're getting less Sentry credits, that means we're getting less milestone points. And I want to kind of, relate that back to the event chart and my event table and show you how that changes things. Also, the free claim online is 700 points daily, not 1,000. So that's 500 milestone points and 200 Sentry credits daily, which I have already claimed, but over 7 days. That's 4,900 points. So that's about 2,100 less than what I had originally written in for the event video. But let's take a look at this part here. So we're going to zoom into the campaign energy part here, right? So now that it's 2-1, and I'm going to delete that. So now that it's 2-1, instead of like 6,000 credits per day, we're getting like 2,000 credits per day. So this is 200 cores daily at the 2-1 ratio. We are getting over 7 days, 15,500. So how does that change the math in the grand scheme? The reasonable point total, if you guys remember from, if you watched that video, now it's at 59,000. So where does 59,000 leave us? Well, let me tell you, it is significantly far away from the where you need to be for the event item. Let's just go in right now to Blast Off to 100, to the milestone here. Gets you to just before milestone 9. Fucking 9, right? And where do we need to get to? We need to get to milestone 13 at 87,700. Okay, so let's go back. What are we missing? Roughly around 30,000 milestone points. Because if I go back in, right, even now, and I change it to 6, we have about 90,000 with all the stuff that we have right now, right? Which is the event item. So it's not a lot above it, but it is the event item at 200 cores daily. So that's what it was. I'm going to say that's what it should have been benched at. I don't know what the fuck they're doing over there, because clearly they don't know how to do their events. They need to hire someone else, and whoever's in the events team right now should be fired, because this is fucking dog shit. And so at 2-1, not only are you only getting like 15.5 thousand Sentry credits. We're gonna go to the store, the event store. So let's just keep this in mind: 15.5k Sentry credits plus from the web milestone. That's about 15,000 as well. So about 30,000 of Sentry credits, and then I don't know, like 1,400 here. So we'll have about 32,000 Sentry credits to play with as it sits right now, unless there's going to be comp. So it was suggested that there's going to be either an adjustment of the presumably of the milestones, or there's going to be comp in terms of some form, of which we don't know. So something's going to happen, but I don't know when, and I don't know what that's going to be. Let's take a look at the event store though. So it's actually very similar to the last would have been the winter one, I guess, right? Which had shards in it. But let's just say, because 2,000 Sentry credits in campaign energy spending is a full day's worth of campaign energy for 5 fucking shards, right? How much did I say before? 32,000 to play with? So don't buy G18s. Don't buy shards. I mean, as it sits right now, I'm going to say the exact same thing as I did for the winter event store. The best thing that you should be spending your credits on when you get it, or when the comp or whatever happens, buy it on the teal uniques. So the teal uniques that you do need, you're still going to get them for 2,500, which is the price that was offered for the winter store, which was very good. So if you had spent only on those, you probably got quite a bit ahead on the uniques, the teal uniques that you needed. So there's a lot of uniques that I still need, and so I'm going to be waiting for that. The event store is available for 15 days from today, so there's a lot of time for you to spend that. Even though the event's only 7 days, there's still going to be some additional time afterwards that the store will be open that you can spend your credits. Hopefully we get more, right? Because as it sits right now, this is quite possibly one of the worst events in recent Marvel Strike Force history that I can remember based on how the event math goes. So most likely this is going to change, but I can't tell you exactly how it's going to change. Secondly, we're here to talk about the Alpha Flight poll. That's the other thing that I want to talk about, the new character poll. This is online right now on the web Milestone. Some of this is pretty shocking, honestly. I can't even believe the Guardian is up for debate for a poll because he is the leader of the fucking team, as far as I'm aware. And at least from what I understood Alpha Flight to be, and I, being a Canadian myself, like I wouldn't say I'm a devout follower of this, but at least I know who Guardian is. I think he was also named Vindicator in the 90s X-Men cartoon, possibly. I don't think he went under Guardian at that time. But anyways, the art style, I don't know why I can't see everything. Is it because I'm zoomed in? There we go. I think the art style right now in Marvel Strike Force, the direction of that is cartoony as fuck. And I'm not here for it. Like, I don't know, like 6 to 9 months ago, Marvel Strike Force art. And I know this is just kind of like a preview. And Pandapool was also kind of cartoony. But I'm not digging this. And I hope that he looks a lot better in game. I hope all the characters look a lot better in game, because right now it just does not look very good to me. Vindicator, this is their version of it. I think it's Heather or something like that. If I remember, like the red hair kind of looks like that character from the 90s X-Men cartoon as well, who I believe was just a human at that time. So I think it's like a suit. It might be a suit. I don't know. Someone might know more than me. And I do know Sasquatch for sure. So from what I know, I haven't voted yet. I'm going to do it right now. And I don't know. I'm just going to do Guardian and Oh, I can only do one? And the top two will win. Oh, I see. Okay, I'm gonna vote. Fuck it. I'm gonna vote for Sasquatch because I think it'd be hilarious if Guardian, for whatever reason, didn't actually win. But apparently, Guardian's at 33%. Sasquatch is at 50%. Shocking. So, like, I'm just it would be hilarious if Guardian lost the poll, and he's, as far as I'm aware, like the leader of the team. And if he didn't make it, like, I don't know what this Alpha Flight team would look like. So that's really crazy there. There you go. So you can vote for this every single day, I think for the next 7 days, I want to say. And you get 50 energy and 50 power cores for doing that. So make sure that you're keeping up with this if you want some free stuff, right? Whether it's towards your energy for leveling up, which is a big thing as well, or whatever. There it is. The third thing actually that I want to bring up is going to be the data mine. So I'm just going to draw you over to here. And this is my channel here. I've been doing this myself. So now Symbiote the Spaceway, which is the event for Void Knight, we know the details of that. And basically, it's going to be a Blitz event. It's going to be a combination of a Blitz event with additional points for using the Hive Mind characters in raids. Okay, so you can read through it here on my Discord channel if you want. But basically, most of it's down here. So Symbiote of the Spaceway, earn Symbiote Surfer orbs by battling in Blitz. Now, as far as I'm aware, I think this is a Blitz win, not a Blitz battle, even though it says battling in Blitz, because usually from these, it's like you have fragments that drop when you win a Blitz battle, not from battling, right? You don't get it on a fail. So I think this is going to be an event where you will need to maximize how many teams that you're wanting to win with, obviously as many as possible, so that you can pick up these fragments. Unless things change, but this is how it currently looks. Also, you're going to be spending campaign energy for the event milestone as well, which is fine because we're already doing that kind of stuff for, towards level 100, of course. And you're going to get additional points for playing raid battles with a symbiote, battle with Venom, Carnage, and Void Knight, with additional bonus points for Venom and Carnage at gear tier 16, 17, and 18. It doesn't say that for Void Knight. I didn't find that in the data mine. It's highly possible that you could also get bonus points for them just because, there's so many lines there by repeating the same thing. And there's also going to be a web milestone called the Herald of Clintar, which is earning Blitz credits, which we're going to be doing anyways because we're blitzing like mad. So that's not going to be much of a surprise there too. So basically Blitz, campaign energy, and raids with Hive Mind. Actually, as it says with symbiotes, but it's probably the bulk of the points is going to be from the additional gear tiers on the Hive Mind characters on Venom, Carnage, and Void Knight. Obviously, because Gwenom is like after Void Knight, I don't expect her to be necessarily anywhere on the bonus points there. So don't worry about that one. And then we have Isotope Innovation, which is just ISO 8 spending again, which you'll be doing anyways because of, the level up to 100. And speaking of that, people will be on their way It's 44,000 XP per level. I actually just wanted to bring up my XP spreadsheet to 100 again here. I think I brought it up in a previous video, but I want to bring this up once again. Oh, sorry. I want to bring this up once again here just to let people know kind of the estimation. If you're spending 200 cores a day, expect to get about one level every 2 weeks. However, with the bonus days, with the 2x XP, with the 2x refreshes, things like that, that's going to be brought down. But if you're doing 200 cores every day, expect to be, I would say, probably around the 60 to 70 day mark on 200 cores daily. If you're willing to drop 600 cores daily in terms of campaign energy, ISO 8, and incursion, that's how you would spend 600 cores daily, which is a lot, but I don't expect that. You'd be able to bring that down probably, I would say, to about 45 to 50 with those bonus events. So keep that in mind as well. But otherwise, there's no huge rush. And as far as blast off to 100 goes, watch my previous video on it. I don't expect most free-to-play players to get higher than 98. 98 is probably the realistic expectation for that, and I think that because it's 42 days without the bonus days, and I think that's what we'll probably get to at the end of this. I just wanted to drop this video because the event stuff is concerning, but also the fact that if we're getting less Sentry credits, and depending on how they comp it, the points, the cost of the items and the shards in the store is likely benched at what it should have been at 6-1, not at 2-1, because we're looking at, like, for 5 shards for useless characters, 1 day's worth of Sentry credits from the campaign. That's just garbage. But of course, everyone's already spent their campaign energy because of the level cap increase. So I don't know exactly what they're going to do and what's going to satisfy everyone who's already blown all their campaign energy. And I don't know if it can just be a flat blanket, here's 30,000 Sentry credits, because that's basically how much we're missing, 30,000 points to make up for the event item. They got a week to figure it out, I suppose, but the clock's ticking. So that's it, everyone. Just wanted to bring out this event update. Good luck on everyone grinding up, and until next time, stay safe and healthy, and I'll see y'all later. Boilon signing out.